Hello and welcome to this channel about cryptocurrency education. Let's do another great video about Cardano, about this fantastic cryptocurrency. A lot has been happening today, and in this video I want to talk about why Cardano could explode even further. Because Cardano has exploded today, it has caught up on some of the other cryptocurrencies that have already gone through their main resistance levels in the last few days, and Cardano has done that today by overtaking, or by going through the 150 level, or that range, which was basically between 145 and 150. So in one big move, we actually went through the entire resistance range that I've been tracking here on this channel for the last 2 weeks. And to be honest, before we start, I'm not a financial advisor, so please, everything in this video, please always do your own research and don't take it as financial advice. I only do this because I love talking about Cardano. I love talking about crypto. I'm really engaged in the crypto space every single day for various hours. I try to read every news that is out there about the cryptocurrencies that I'm invested in. I like to take a look at charts. I like to read indicators and like to come to my own conclusions and also communicate what I think will take place and also about what I have learned. And I hope that is valuable to you, and I hope it at least gives you a good mood, let's say it like that. So please don't take any of that as financial advice. Your own financial success is far too important to rely on one YouTuber with just over 600 subscribers. But I'm sure the channel is growing faster going forward, and it has been growing quite fast already. So anyway, let's talk about Cardano, what we like to do on this channel here. Let's talk about Cardano. By the way, if you don't know this website here, it's called Fiat League. It's quite a cool website. I discovered it a few days ago. It's quite cool for visualization. Is free to use anyway. I just want to mention it to you because this shows on a world map where in the world currently a certain cryptocurrency is exchanged, or fiat money is exchanged into cryptocurrency. So what you can see here, all these ADA coins flying to these countries and continents. This is currently where cash is exchanged into ADA. So that's quite nice. And whenever a coin is hitting the all-time high, there is an earthquake. So that's quite funny. Just wanted to mention that. Let's take a quick look at prices, and then we talk about why Cardano will explode even further. So let's take a look at Bitcoin first. Very important for the Cardano price as well. Don't really want to mention too much about Bitcoin today, but what is important, we are obviously above the 200-day moving average, which I talked about is an important, very important level, resistance level. We've overtaken that. We've gone through that. This now acts as support, but this will be a very, very the price will fight around this, I believe. So it's not that we go clearly up now. I think there will be a lot of fighting around this resistance level because it's quite a significant one. Also, we have to test this now a few times to make sure that it will become support. But what is significant, obviously, and this is not far away, is the 50,000. 50,000 is an important level because it is a psychological mark. And also before that, the 50,000 has been tested quite a few times in this range here. We've had quite a few tests back here, and it just is a psychological level. Also here it acted as support, and here again. So, it's not that only that it was tested before, but it is psychological as well. So we have got certain factors coming together here. So I expect some issues here personally at around the 200 moving average, and also the 50,000 will be thought about. So there will be some fighting around the price, and it might not be that we just can go clearly now to the all-time high. There will be setbacks, and don't get frustrated. This is normal. I still expect we are in the bull market and we will go to new all-time highs this year, but I just want to mention that it might take a moment to get there. Right, let's take a look at Cardano, and because this is what we're all here for, Cardano has made some great moves today. And this is the daily chart, so every candle represents the daily trading volume, basically what's taken place during the day, the daily price action we can see in each candle. Today a massive move up, and I hope we'll stay above that certain level. And you can see that this resistance line, which I drew in the last few videos, actually set perfectly. So it always was, there was resistance here, and now it's support. Yes, we need to close above that. and see how it's going tomorrow. We need to defend that line. Hopefully we will achieve that, and then there will be scope to go up. And the good thing is, because we're actually at quite nice levels for Cardano, there won't be, at least from previous price action, there are now less and less resistance levels. And one significant one, and you can clearly see that here, one significant one is around the 180 mark. So I would say between 175 and 180. That's where I expect there will be some issues. I think we can go now actually quite quickly potentially to the 175 to 180. And I say that because, as I said, there is not a lot of historical resistance levels between that. And the here, the RSI, first of all, the OBV, the on-balance volume, is going up. So the volume is increasing, even though it's not rapidly increasing, but it is going up, which is helpful. Then the RSI, which is a momentum indicator, it is going up, and it's actually going up parabolic, starts to go up parabolic. Yes, we're getting into overbought territory here. So if it's above that box here, above the 70 mark, it indicates that it is in overbought territory. So actually shows that we could get to some resistance, and we actually might see some retracement here. But I will tell you in a moment why I'm not worried about that. But what is really nice is to see the MACD oscillator, which we can see here. This as well is very much in the green and is actually going up and is actually gaining in momentum, it seems. So that is very nice. All looks very bullish for Cardano. And don't forget, I'll get to that in a minute, why we might see even more positive price action tomorrow, especially tomorrow. One moment. But before that, I want to show you one more thing, and we take a look at the weekly chart for Cardano. And this is why I'm not worried about the overbought territory. So first of all, we can see very beautifully here how the on-balance volume has increased. Also here, this is the RSI on the weekly. So again, the momentum indicator, and we're still away from the overbought territory. Yeah, so we're currently here at around 58.60. So above 70, it's normally considered overbought. Now, where are we now? Look at where we are with the price at 155, 557. But you know, we are now starting to see here on this momentum indicator a positive momentum, and that hasn't started. That has started here at around the 12th of July, and it's going up slowly. But as I said, we're far away from the overbought territory. So the last time we've actually had such a such this momentum here, we've actually seen some really nice price action. So look at that, it's gone up, and we've actually hit the all-time high then at some point. But what is even more significant to me is the MACD, which is another oscillator, and this one is on the weekly as well. And this oscillator here, the MACD, and it's not too important to know how it works at this point, but I just want to show you where we are, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So down here you can see that, and where we are now actually, so you can see these two big moves here. Yeah, this oscillating pattern here. Now, this histogram. So the last, we're actually here now, where we are moving from the deep red zone into the light red zone, which indicates a positive turn here. And but by the way, this is the weekly. The daily chart looks different. In the daily chart, we're already in the green here, but here we're actually turning on the weekly, which is the longer term pattern and the longer term trend. So this is moving towards green now. We're not in the green yet, but it's moving that way clearly. And these are two moving averages here, two EMAs, exponential moving averages here. So they are also starting to move up, both of them, slowly. And when we get to the green, the last time we've moved into green territory here on this histogram, look at what happened. The last time that happened, that was at around where we switched from red to green. That was around middle of November. And see what happened. After that, we went to all-time highs. So if that changes, swaps from red to green, I think we can see a really a nice gain in momentum. And this could already, I mean, even looking at where we are now and where we were, if this switches to green, and looking at the candles and how it's going, I predict that could happen towards the end of August, pretty much when smart contracts will go live on the Cardano blockchain. So, taken that together with the catalyst of the possible and probable successful smart contract upgrade and hard fork, we could see a real catalyst that could take us to the moon. So let's talk about why the prices for Bitcoin and Cardano could get a boost tomorrow and could start to explode. So there was an explosion already today in Cardano, but I want to talk about inflation, because tomorrow is the date when the inflation data will be released. And the last time that happened, last time in June and also in July, when the information was released, there was a higher than expected inflation rate, and exactly that is expected again this month. And what is starting to happen, because there were all these news about Bitcoin now in the US media due to the infrastructure bill, people are getting more aware of it. We are now in another bull run, and with the higher than expected inflation data, people are gonna panic. I believe people are starting to panic. People, want to move their money into deflationary assets, so Bitcoin, and that could really lead to a boost. I think people are scared. People are getting more and more scared. Nobody likes inflation, not when it's too high, and it has really been high in the last couple of months. And we could see it here in June. In that, I think this was at around the 10th of June when in June the data was released, and there was a significant jump actually from 33 to 40,000. I didn't see anything in July, but we were really in a very, very negative downtrend and sideways move, which was actually a downtrend. But now, as we are in a positive upswing, it could really have an impact. It could really give it a boost, maybe even to the 50,000. Of course, I don't know, but it is something, it is a possibility, and I would just wanted to make you aware of it, that this is a possibility that because of the higher than expected inflation data, if it is higher than expected, and I believe it will be, and it all depends on how much higher than expected it will be, then it could give Bitcoin the boost to get potentially to that next resistance level of 50,000, or at least move towards it. Before, I believe at around 50,000, there will be some significant resistance. And this, of course, could boost Cardano as well. Maybe towards the level, closer towards the level that I mentioned earlier, the resistance level. So at the 180, sort of 175 to 180 range. And but hopefully we can actually see a kind of positive improvement tomorrow based on these information, because people want to move their money into deflationary assets like Bitcoin, and taken together with all this positive move anyway, this could really be a catalyst to support further positive price moves. All right, so hopefully you liked this video. If you did, please smash the like button, and if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.